Welcome to the Two Tunes Podcast.
Bo, how much do you think
I said $80.
$30 Australian, actually $39.95 Australian is in US money?
$80.
$26.57. Our dollar is better than theirs
Interesting.
by apparently a good bit.
Do you know Greg Wells?
No.
Greg Wells is a producer, mixing engineer.
Mm-hmm.
He worked on The Greatest Showman.
I don't care for that show.
I don't either.
The
But
music.
he's done other stuff too, which is good. But he's like the new Logic Pro 11 is, and then like a million exploding head emojis. It's like you have to hear the new session players, the stem splitter for your old demos, and the Chroma Glow plugin is fucking bananas. And it's a free update because Logic Pro is always a free update. In 30 minutes, I got a drummer, a bass player, and 2 piano players performing the coolest sounding groove that absolutely felt like it was mixed on a vintage console with hardware. It's so intuitive and tweakable. The engineers at Apple are killing it and only getting warmed up. However, no more ads with instruments being crushed, please.
Okay.
The ad for the new iPad, there was just a bunch of artistic stuff, and it was in like a compressor.
Oh.
And then it's like, here's your iPad. Look, we smashed it all. Anyways.
Sure.
And the thing that I played for you with all the pops and
Yeah.
tweaks, that was mostly done using the session
Amazing.
players, stuff like that.
So does Logic used to be like come with stuff, right?
What do you mean?
Like you buy an iMac or you buy a MacBook,
Yeah.
it just comes with Logic, right?
No, it comes with GarageBand.
Didn't it used to come with Logic?
No.
No,
Logic
okay.
has always been you have to pay for
Fair
it.
enough. Okay. I have a student who's graduating and he wanted to get a MacBook.
Okay.
And he was like, I don't know if I should get I told him to email you.
Okay.
He emailed you before about something
yeah.
else. So
Okay.
he was like, should I just check with Mr. Barber? I was like, yes, you should. But he's the one that was like, because I was like, they should come with Logic and whatever. And he's like, nope, it costs. And I was like, okay,
$200.
That's fair. Yeah. Which makes sense. But
Get the this is for everybody.
his whole thing is he was between a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro.
Get a Pro.
That's what I said.
Yeah. You want to get it as fast as possible, so like you're not waiting around.
Yeah.
If you are serious about it, get the fastest computer you can afford, and max it out.
Yeah.
Because then you will not be waiting for anything.
Yeah.
It's super fast already, but like just trying to like push it even further. But this is for everybody. If you want to get Logic Pro, there's an educational bundle. It's the same price as Logic Pro, but it comes with 4 other programs. One of those other programs is twice as much as Logic Pro normally, and that's Final Cut.
And now you get it free with
And you get it
this
free
bundle.
because with this bundle, they don't check for like, are you a student? Are you
really?
They don't check. at
There's
all.
ways to check that.
Yeah, I know, but they don't.
That's weird.
So it's like,
I just had it checked for like a online bookstore.
yeah.
They were like, "Are you an educator?" And I was like, "Yeah." They're like, "Do this thing." And I was
They're like, "Prove it."
okay. Yeah, I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, Apple doesn't.
Weird.
They're like, I mean, they'll guess because it's like you bought a Mac.
Yeah.
Welcome to our ecosystem.
Yeah.
You just spent $2,000,
Yeah.
and we'll give you $10 off. It's like, okay.
That's funny. So this just occurred to me. Last week we had talked about Frank Turner because we saw him. Great. You're gonna break that. That'd be really funny. Bo has a giant. I guess you would say like margarita glass.
Sure.
It's vaguely that shape. Champagne. Thing,
Yeah,
sort of.
Yeah. The base is a little bit
Not
too
a
big
champagne
for-
flute, but like a champagne, like the other type of champagne glass.
We got this at a Texas Roadhouse.
Cool.
No,
That's what he's banging on. Anyway, my whole thing with Frank Turner, I said I'd seen him 4 times.
Yes.
Okay, this is maybe a loaded question for you because like you've been on tour with bands.
Yes.
So you've seen bands.
Yes.
If I said who's the band you've seen the most, it would probably be somebody you've toured with because
Correct.
But I'm
Suicide
saying
Machines.
like who have you seen the most that you like went to the show to see, not that you were playing on the show?
I mentioned that last week. It's Our Lady of Peace.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed you saying that.
Yeah.
How many times have you seen them? Including the show that
That just happened,
Yeah.
I'll say. well, 2 weeks ago now, as of
Sure.
when this is going to be released. I want to say like 5 or 6.
Okay.
I need to go back and count.
That's, for me, it's Under Oath, and I think same thing I'd have to figure out. Like, I definitely remember seeing them at the Croc Rock. I definitely remember seeing them in Shippensburg. I saw their farewell tour. I saw their comeback tour. I saw them on the Warp Tour, and I think I saw them a 6th time, but I can't place it.
Coheed might be getting up there, though.
Okay. But see, like, Frank, so that's like 6 for me.
Yeah.
5 for sure, but maybe a 6th one, I think. But then, like, I've seen Frank Turner 4 times now.
Yeah.
And that's just since 2021.
Yeah. Hey, Frank.
Sammy Ray.
Yeah.
I've seen 3 times now.
All right.
Like,
here's a question for you.
Yeah.
All right. So, no
Maybe
effects.
4? Okay.
I would, before I thought about this, I would say, hey, I saw No Effects twice.
Okay.
One was in Cleveland, I don't know how long ago, probably
Yeah.
pre-pandemic. And then the second time was Punk and Drublick.
Okay.
Punk and Drublick's a 2-day event, and they play both days.
And you saw them both days?
Yes.
So you've seen them 3 times?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you would count the number of sets you've seen, like
Yeah.
shows. Yeah. That's 2 different shows. That counts. There's that
You
notice
got
mail.
mail.
Yeah, no, that counts for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I've seen, all right, because I was going to say, yeah, I've seen No Effects or Frank Turner just as much as I've seen.
Okay, here's another question. Do you have a band, and this is specific because I have an answer to this myself. Do you have a band that you would consider like one of your favorite bands?
To see live?
No. Let me finish. So like a band that you consider to be one of your favorites, they still exist or they existed while you've been a fan of them. So like not like the Beatles, but a band that you are a big fan of that you've never seen or only seen like once. Because for me, it's MXPX.
All right.
I've been a fan of MXPX pretty much their whole existence.
Yeah.
Which is like 25 years now.
And never seen them.
I've seen them once, and it was a Warp Tour. Which, like, not that doesn't count,
I think
but that's
that
a
means
20-minute set or whatever.
Yeah, 20,
not
30,
even like
30
their
minutes.
show, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so what's the question?
So, what band do you like? You would consider this band's in my top 5, top 10 of all time.
Yeah.
And, like, again, not like the Beatles where they stopped existing before you were born.
Okay.
But, like, you could have seen them theoretically
Yeah.
and could still be seeing them, but you've just never or only seen them, like, one time.
No use for a name.
Okay.
But they don't exist anymore, and I saw them at Warped Tour.
Okay, so you
it's
saw them
kinda like,
one. Yeah, similarly with me and MXPX. Except again, like MXPX still exists.
They don't tour that often.
They don't, or they do these fly-ins.
Yeah, I know.
And it's always like,
and they
only do like big cities. So it's like New York. They'll occasionally do Philly.
Okay, so here's a question for you.
Yeah.
If I was like, hey, MXPX Saturday, what do you do?
If I'm free, I'm going. That's the thing.
But I'm saying, hey, you're going with me.
Okay.
Mark, the lead singer of my band, he works for MXPX.
Oh, right.
So it's like you're going to meet MXPX.
Oh, that'd be rad. That'd be super cool.
Anyways, it's going to happen.
I technically have met them at the sign-in at their tent.
That doesn't count.
At Warped Tour.
Doesn't count if they don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone.
Sure.
Like I could say, yeah, I met Claudio because I was like hanging out with him, but not really hanging out with him.
Yeah.
Or I've met Dustin from Thrice. I've not.
I met the dudes
I was
from
on their bus.
The meeting thing is a little weird though too, because like I don't know, it's just a little awkward, like forced, and like I met the dudes from Cartel once. They played a show. God, I don't even remember where it was.
The original drummer for Mast.
Nice. So I met the dudes from Cartel because we went to a show of theirs that friends were opening for, sort of. And they're like, "Oh, you should come over and meet them." And like I did, and then it was just like, "Hey, hi, yeah, cool. I'm a big fan." Yeah, cool, man. Thanks. I was like, all right. Well, see ya. So I don't know, like, not that I wouldn't want to meet MXPX, but it would be probably a little odd, I guess.
Like, hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
Bo, I'm friendly.
Like, we were all just kind of like hanging out, I guess. It's different.
Yeah.
But like,
I usually hang out with Mark.
Yeah.
When I'm there. And then he's like working though, which is kind of weird. But
yeah.
Like, I'll go talk to the sound guy.
It's like when you go see your friend like that works at a bar. And then you just sit there, and then then they can come over and talk to you a little bit, and then they go away.
Like, I gotta go do this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was in Iowa, I dated a girl who worked at this one bar, and it was she hated her boss a lot, and he was a jerk, and a lot of people who went there were kind of jerks and stuff. And the one time I remember I came in and I had like a pink shirt on or whatever, and they were calling me all kinds of names or whatever. I'm like, really? It's 2006 or whatever. Like, knock it off. But what she would do is, this is theft. I understand this. I would pay like for a drink with like a $5. Let's say my drink was like $2. Like I got like a Coors Light or whatever. It was like $2. I'd pay with a $5, and she would give me changes if I'd paid for a 10.
Wait, she'd what?
So like if I paid with like a $5 bill for my $2 beer,
yeah,
instead of getting like $3 back, I'd get like $5 and $3 back.
Okay.
Because she just hated her boss a lot, and she's like, well, screw him and whatever. I'm gonna take care of my friends. And
okay,
yeah.
Me and my one friend, we went to a bar like every Monday night. Because he was hot for the bartender. Okay. And I would, but they
it was
like,
hot for her.
Yeah.
What an old expression to say.
It is. I probably never used it before in my life. But I would come and be like, hey, it's like I put a $20 in an order, and then by the end of the night, that $20 would still be there.
Yeah.
And I would take it back. And I was like, okay.
Nice. That's funny.
Yeah.
She also one time it was like some dude hitting on her or whatever, and like she would, as long as it didn't get like gross or weird or whatever, she would go along with it because it's like, well, I'm gonna get tips,
Yeah.
And so this one dude was like really kind of hitting on her or whatever, and like he would like really like over tip her and like all this different stuff, and then he started getting like a little weird about it, and she was like, oh hey, just give me like 2 seconds, and she walked down to where I was sitting and like pulled me over across the bar to make out with me. Just to like show that guy like, yeah, you should knock it off and get out of here, you're gross and weird, but also I just took like $100 from you. So anyway, what are we talking about here, Bo?
We're talking about Two Tunes, because this is the Two Tunes podcast.
Correct. And this is a covers episode.
This is 180.
Yeah.
Can you believe we've done 180?
I thought about that the other day when because I do the Instagram posts.
Yeah.
And when I was typing like episode 178, I was like, good Lord. It's almost 4 years.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're coming up on our like 4 years of when we started recording, because we started recording in October of 2020. We didn't release until January of 21.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's wild.
Crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, covers episode. We usually do one about every 10 or so.
Yeah.
It's maybe been a little more.
I don't know.
It feels like a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Anyway, my song, Lake Street Dive.
That's not the song.
That's the band, though.
Yeah.
It's their cover of I Want You Back.
I Want You Back.
This is like probably the thing that put them on the map.
Yeah?
I think, at least on like because the music video for this went kind of viral.
Okay.
Whenever it came out. Because it's this cool stripped down version of the tune.
It's super slowed down.
Yeah.
I think it's...
But like stripped down as well.
Yeah.
And like the video is kind of cool because it's just them like on a street corner or on a street or whatever, and it's just like the bass, and then like a guy's got like a snare drum, and then there's a trumpet player, and then she's singing and stuff.
Cool.
Rachel, what is her name?
Vice.
No. Hang on. What the heck is her last name?
It's
Rachel Price. There we go. People might also know her from Rachel and Vilry, the sort of folky duo she has with the guy named Vilry.
Yeah, I don't know. Never.
Yeah, and then she's the lead singer of Lake Street Dive. She's jazz and blues singer as well. Like she went to, I think, New England Conservatory. She's got a couple jazz albums.
Ooh, fancy.
But yeah, she's a great singer. The band is great. I haven't listened honestly to like a ton of their stuff. I got really into this EP that this is from, which is like a bunch of covers and stuff. Like when it first came out, but like everything I hear from them, I like. But yeah, this is I Want You Back.
Well, let's talk about the first one.
Oh,
here's the original by the Jackson 5.
Yeah, sorry. Iconic bass line.
I love the bass. That bass line's so cool. No, is that?
Five, 1, 2, 5, 1. That's one of the things I like about the Lake Street Dive version is that, like, it's that bass line.
Yes.
And, like, that's it for the most part. You know what I mean? Like, you take, like, what's the most iconic thing of this song, and let me kind of just roll with that, which is cool.
All right, anyways, you know that song. You probably heard it in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Everything ever.
And here's the Lake Street Dive.
When I had you to myself,
I love her voice too.
I didn't want you around. Those pretty faces always made you stand out in the crowd. But someone picked you from the bunch.
This is from 2011, by the way. The Fun Machine EP, which I think is all covers. Yeah.
For me to take a second look.
The first time I listened to it, I didn't really like how slow it was.
Okay.
Because I like that bass line being fast.
Yeah.
Because the boom, 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 boom. I like that speed of it.
Yeah.
Back in your heart. Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Now that I've seen you in his arms, trying to live without your love is a one long sleepless night. Or let me show you, boy.
The tambourine part is awesome.
In every street I walk on, I leave tear stains on the ground, following the boy I didn't even want around. Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back?
I like the use of the trumpet in those, like,
Oh,
harmonic lines. You know, like, it's almost treating, like, the bass like the melody. I mean, she's the melody, obviously, but, like, the bass line has its own melody, and, like, the trumpet's just harmonizing along with, which is cool. Little solo fills from the bass.
Oh, baby, give me one more chance. Won't you please let me back in your heart now? Oh, darling, I was blind to let you go. Now that I've seen you in his arms,
Ramping up for one more time through.
one more chance.
I love that little trumpet lick.
Please let me back in your heart now. Darling, I was blind to let you go. Now that I've seen you in his arms,
Dude, it felt like it distorted at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see something.
Won't you please let me back in your heart now?
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, a
on
little bit.
on the
drum
floor
fill.
tom
Yeah.
on the left.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. And it's not like in the recording. Like it's not us.
Yeah.
It just seems kind of strange. I'm like, oh, like there is a bit of a growth right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Like it's drastically louder than the original.
Yeah. Sorry, still dealing with this cough.
Yeah, I dig it.
Yeah. It's cool. You should, if you're even kind of into this, I would check out the rest of that EP. Fun Machine.
Fun.
They cover Faith. George Michael.
No, you mean that Limp Bizkit song?
Yes. Clear a Space, which that one I'm not sure who's by. Rich Girl by
Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
Or is it
Oates.
Garfunkel?
Hall, and then Must Stay at Least 100 Feet Away, Oates. Or vice versa. Didn't one of them get like a restraining order against the other recently?
I don't know.
They're not friends anymore. And then a song, This Magic Moment, and then Let Me Roll It.
I thought they were not friends, and then they were. Hall and Oates
Restraining order.
Yep. November.
Daryl Hall wants to block John Oates from.
It's now been revealed that Hall is attempting to block his longtime musician partner from selling his share in their joint venture to Primary Wave. Oh. Is a restraining order to not do a thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Like, don't sell our company. Anyways. Are you a fan of wrestling?
No.
So here's a band called the Iron Chic.
I get the reference.
Yes. Iron Chic was a wrestler in the 80s.
Yeah.
Anyways, this band, they're from Long Island.
Long Island.
Yeah. Oh my god, they're gonna beat us up.
Beat you up.
Yeah. Formed in 2008, still present. DIY ethics. I don't know if this is on Side One Dummy or what it's on, or even if it's on an album or if it's just a single. I forget.
So who is the song? Who's the original by? Because I don't know this song.
Depeche Mode.
Yep, don't know it.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard of Depeche Mode.
All right, so here's the original.
About it.
Enjoy the Silence. Depeche Mode 90s.
This does sound familiar.
Are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. And the weird part,
the Casio keyboard like drum beat.
And then there's verse 2.
Yeah, that does sound familiar.
Yeah, you probably heard it before, but
as I was listening to the cover, I was like, I've never heard this song in my life.
Interesting. Yeah. Most times I send you a cover song, you're like, which one's the cover?
Just because I don't know the titles always.
But you could just listen to it and be like, yeah, this is the cover. Or
but
like,
I would not have known.
Yeah. Anyways, so this is the Iron Chic's version of this cover. I dig it. I don't really like that little weird transitional part between like
sure
verse chorus 1 into verse chorus 2. And they do it here, and it's weird, but it's part of the song. You do the song, so this is,
I guess.
Yeah. I like this song because I think that I could sing it.
Okay.
Like, it might fit my voice range.
Okay.
And I dig this rock version of it. Like, I have a whole playlist of Enjoy the Silent covers.
Yeah.
Words like violence break the silence, come crashing into my little world, painful to me, pierce right through me. Can't you understand? Oh, my little girl, all I ever wanted,
Build.
all I ever needed is here in my
I think the build's a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Like, being the whole chorus.
Yeah. Can't really hear the drums.
Yeah.
Was that it?
Yeah, we're into, like, first two.
Yeah.
That was that little
I didn't.
transition part.
I don't hate it, but I don't. It's definitely different than what
Yeah.
Depeche Mode. What does Depeche Mode mean?
No idea. The drums are busy
Yeah.
in a good way for
Yeah.
me.
so does the pain. Words are meaningless and forgettable. All I ever wanted,
Build again.
all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do harm. All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms.
But they probably did that build in the first two choruses so that they could do this in the third chorus.
Yeah.
All I ever wanted, all I ever needed is here in my arms. Words are very unnecessary. They can only do
Boo, fade out.
I'm gonna play.
It's also kind of a, like, it happens too soon, I think.
Yeah, it does. It does happen.
Like, if you're going to fade out, okay, but, like, do that, just
Yeah.
that busyness at the end, I kind of try like.
I'm gonna play the end of the original.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh, is that it? Like, it has a long and exit, and then it's got another 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was the fade out, and then
Enjoy the silence.
Okay. I was, actually.
and
Just
then
kidding.
we're at 1:50 left of the original song.
Oh.
And then it just says weird stuff.
Yeah.
So, like, your song doubled the time, and my song halved the song by getting rid of the 2 minute outro.
Depeche Mode apparently was a French fashion magazine,
Okay.
and means like fashion update or fashion news.
But I believe that their most popular song, or at least when we were alive, or into music, was Personal Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Your own personal Jesus. And then that Johnny Cash covered.
I would have thought that was a Bowie song.
Yeah.
If you would have asked me.
Yeah, makes sense.
Who did...
I don't know.
Oh yeah, that is 361 million streams. Enjoy the Silence has 643 million. And Just Can't Get Enough. Yeah.
Just can't get enough.
That has 401. Who did the song Notorious?
Notorious. That one?
Yeah. That exact one. Oh, Duran Duran. There we go.
Was it really?
Yeah.
We need to have them on this podcast.
I mean, I guess. Only if it's Notorious.
It's not.
I quote that all the time, by the way.
Just that, saying that.
Notorious. Or like I'll sing other things that are like that word.
Yeah.
Like if I see the word victorious, I'm like, victorious.
Okay. Or the show, Victorious.
Yes. But there's other things like that I will sing in that, like, that I'll sing that way and like no one ever gets it. Even like with Notorious.
Yeah. We're going to...
There was a moment in Something Rotten where
Okay.
he sings about being notorious or whatever, and I was like, notorious.
And they're like, dude, shut up.
Notorious.
Stop. It doesn't exist in the song.
Notorious.
Stop. Like, we heard you the first time.
What if I talk like this the whole time, Bo?
What was it? Fields of Green?
Louis Armstrong?
Yeah.
That's how it comes.
So sing that song, but in that voice.
Sure. All right. I gotta go.
All right. We'll talk to you guys.
Bye.
Like, subscribe. Tell your friends.
Already saying bye.
Well, you are.
There we go.
I'm promoting.
Taking off my headphones.
All right. Walking out the door.
Get out the door.
This would be hilarious. Keep going.
Tired of this, Grandpa.
All right. Bye.